I work with so many women here in my med spa and in my one-on-one coaching programs, women over 40 who lack so much self-confidence. They're amazing, strong, independent women who, as they age, seem to just say the worst things about themselves. So I help them rewrite that narrative and become the healthiest, strongest, best versions of themselves through small habits and daily changes that can really shift their mindset into building their confidence. They'll say things to me like, Jen, I've tried this so many times, it's not gonna work. Or this is just part of the aging process. This is how I'm gonna look. Or, nothing's ever gonna change. I'm just stuck looking like this. All the women that I hang out with, we all look the same. This is how it is. Does any of that sound familiar? Are these things that you say to yourself or think about yourself? So this voice isn't really you, it's just programming. It's based on your past experiences, times you left yourself down, expectations of yourself, maybe something that someone said in passing, all kind of compiled together to make you have this harsh inner critic. So part one to change this is building awareness. You have to become aware of the voices in your head or the things that you're saying about yourself. Because what I find is a lot of times women will say things to me when I'm working with them one-on-one that I feel like they don't even realize that they're saying. So I will be like, do you realize you just said XYZ? And then when they hear it back, they're like, it's kind of jarring. So some woman, when I was training her, was like, oh, I'm so weak and I'm just so out of shape and I'm, never going to be strong enough to figure this out. And I said, repeated it back to her. And I was like, this isn't true. And she said, I know. But in the moment, women tend to just speak these negative things out. So you need to become aware when you're starting to tear yourself down or when you're starting to have negative thoughts about yourself. Become aware of the thought. When you have the thought, ask yourself, would you say this to someone else? Would you say this to your best friend, or would you say this to your child? And if the answer is no, then it has no place coming out of your mouth or being in your head. So you need to take awareness of it, and you need to somehow, for me, I visually squash it in my head, or I visually throw it out. So you need to become aware and squash that thought. Then once you become aware of it, you need to replace it with something else. So if you're going to say, I am not strong, you're going to replace that with, I am strong and I am capable. Replace that negative thought with something positive. Even if you don't fully believe it, it doesn't matter. Your brain doesn't know what's real and what's not. So over time, it's like brainwashing yourself with these more positive thoughts than negative thoughts. You're going to be putting thoughts into your head regardless, all day long. Thoughts about yourself, thoughts about things that are going on. So when you take control over those thoughts, you're going to better serve yourself. It's only going to make yourself stronger, right? If you're putting things into your head, then put positive things in versus negative things. And even if you don't believe it, in time, as you do this more and more, then you will start to believe it. And especially as you start to take action, small actions to show that this is who you are and this is what you can do, will help to build your confidence over time. A lot of times with the women I work with, we start with small things. I came up with the 10 with Jen method. So there's 10 minutes somewhere in your day where you can do something for yourself. Do a 10-minute workout, do a 10-minute, healthy meal, do a 10-minute self-care. So doing something for yourself and building yourself up is going to help build your confidence over time and start to get rid of those negative self-sabotaging voices. So the next part would be building yourself up or being proud of yourself, being your biggest supporter. So a lot of women or people look to other people to give them praise, to tell them how great they're doing. But as you get stronger, you will realize that you don't need that. You want to get it from yourself. You always want to get it from yourself. It's great to get it from other people, but you don't want to rely on that, because then if you don't get it, then you're like, why did that person not say I look good tonight? Or why did that person not enjoy XYZ? If you know and you feel that you look good, it doesn't matter if they say it to you or not. You probably do, but they're not just telling you because whatever, they have something else going on. So if you don't have to rely on other people to build you up, you're going to be so much stronger of a person. So be your biggest supporter, be proud of yourself every single day. Do something to be proud of yourself every single day. I personally like to reflect at the end of the day. So I will do self-care, do my skincare, sit on a vibration plate, which is like a 10-minute cycle, do my self-care, and then I'll think about, reflect on my day. what did I do today that I'm proud of? Like, think of the accomplishments, not think of what I didn't do or the things that maybe I messed up. I won't think about that necessarily. I will think about all the things first that I did great to be proud of myself. And of course, there's always room for improvement. I will think about, I do a well, better, how. There's a video I talk about what did I do well today? What can I do better? And how can I improve? So that's another thing that I will do during my self-care. But I like to reinforce in my head the things that I did well that day or the things that I'm proud of myself for, as opposed to breaking myself down. So I recommend building that into your days, whether in the morning or at night. Think to yourself, what did I do well today? What am I proud of myself for? And continually put positive thoughts about yourself into your brain. This is going to help you in becoming a stronger, healthier version of yourself. And remember, your inner critic doesn't get the final say. You do. You have control over your thoughts, so you need to control them. Catch those negative thoughts, squash them, and replace it with something positive. You deserve it. You deserve to be proud of yourself, and you deserve to be your biggest supporter. You don't just change your thoughts, you change your life when you change your thoughts. So change your thoughts to the positive. Squash this negative self-talk. You can do it. Comment down below on what you took away from this video. If you're here on the 30-day journey to become the strongest, healthiest version of yourself, I am so happy that you are here, and I will see you tomorrow.